Hey everyone! So today, I thought it would be cool if I made a video on my top 5 must-go spots in Michigan because we just came back from the Porcupine Mountains, and I think this video would be really good to kind of sum it all up together. So enjoy! So my first spot that I think you should must go in Michigan is obviously Porcupine Mountains. The sunsets are amazing and you have to see them. And it is a farther drive from me because the Porcupine Mountains is in the Upper Peninsula, and it was around 7.5 to 10 hours for us. But it is worth it no matter where you come from. There's people that we met that came from all over the place, and it is definitely worth it no matter what. There are also so many different things that you can do at Porcupine Mountains and around that area. So we went to Nunsuch Falls, and that was really cool. It's like an old mining place, and we also went to the summit where we got to see like a point at Porcupine Mountains, and that was really cool. And I'll also show you guys some photos too of our trip. And we also hiked Lake of the Clouds too. We hiked like a part of it or whatever, and that was also really cool. And the campground is really nice too, so that's also one of like something that you gotta look out for if the campground's nice. And the campground is amazing, and our camp host, she was so amazing. So yeah. We went to Porcupine Mountains for 4th of July, and the weather was pretty warm. We also swam in Lake Superior. It wasn't hot enough to swim in Lake Superior, but it was pretty warm. It was like warm enough. And the only thing that I do have something, like the only thing that I don't like is the flies are really bad in the summer in the Upper Peninsula, but that doesn't affect Porcupine Mountains at all. You just gotta make sure like you cover up, like you're wearing long pants and like a sweatshirt, sunglasses, a hat, whatever. But don't put bug spray on because the bug spray just makes it worse. But I give Porcupine Mountains a 5-star, and it's just amazing. I love Porcupine Mountains. I want to go back more, and it was only my second time going. So my second place that I recommend going in Michigan is Tawas, Michigan. And I think I've only gone there like a few times, maybe even just once, but it's really fun, and the campground was awesome too, and there's lots of things to do. I would recommend bringing bikes because we biked like, I don't know, like a lot during that trip, and it was only like a weekend, and we biked to get ice cream, and we biked literally everywhere. It was really fun, and we biked into town. There's lots of little shops to go into. Yeah, so we parked our bikes downtown, and we just walked around, and we went into all the different little shops, which was really cool. And like there's local shops too, and then there's also like more like business shops too that you can go into. And it's a really cute town for a weekend camping trip. So I would probably give that 4 stars. It was really fun, and it's a perfect trip for like a weekend getaway. The third place that is like a must go in Michigan, it's not really a town, but it's in a town. So it's called Rocket Fizz, and it's in Traverse City, Michigan. And I'll try to find some photos to put in this. Rocket Fizz is a local shop in Traverse City, and they're known for their interesting soda flavors like coffee, barf, ketchup, and they have like an Italian style, and they have plenty of more, which is really interesting but I've tried a few of them and they're really good. And I know my parents have tried a few of them. I know my dad has tried the coffee soda, and that was also really good. So definitely, if you go there, check out their sodas because they have a whole like section just filled with different crazy flavors of soda. Rocket Fizz also has like candy, a bunch of different candy, and my favorite, they have Fruit Loop gummies, and they taste just like Fruit Loops, which sounds weird, but it's really good. And I also like getting the Hershey's chocolate bar, and they have like the print, like the wrapping on it. It's like the original. So that's also really cool, and they have a bunch of other different candies. Um and they have different gummy bears, like the Pez candy things. They have a bunch of like the actual candy to like refill it, or whatever. And yeah, it's just really cool. And Traverse City has like many things to offer. I'm not saying Traverse City only go there just for Rocket Fizz. Traverse City has so many other things to offer, but Rocket Fizz is just one of the main things that if you go to Traverse City, you should do. So yeah, make sure you check it out. So my fourth must go to spots in Michigan is Copper Harbor in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. I think I've gone up there probably like around 4 or 5 times, and we went there for an event that we did called CORE, and it stands for Keweenaw Overland Adventure Retreat. We haven't done it in a while. Like I think my 6th grade year was my last year going, and I'm gonna be an 8th grader because cross country got in the way, and I was missing a lot of practice, and I was missing some meets too, and I wanted to be a better runner, so we just stopped going. But it's really fun, chorus, and it was like a overlanding event, and you met a lot of new people, and there's a lot of different vendors. But that was in Copper Harbor, Michigan, and there's lots of things like to check out, like a lot of local restaurants, a lot of local like shops and stuff, and you can see like old mines and go on like tours for like the mines and stuff, which is really cool too. And I went on one my 6th grade year or whatever before I stopped going to core, and it was really cool. There were bats in the caves, obviously, so obviously I was a little bit scared because I was 11 years old, but it was also really fun. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Hang on. I remember now. It took me a moment, but one of the years that I went, you can go on a helicopter actually and take a tour of like the Keweenaw Peninsula, which is really cool. And if they still do that, or if they have that, I'm not sure if they do, but if you go to Copper Harbor, you also have to do that, because we went during the fall and the colors were changing and it was so beautiful. That was what I was forgetting. But I give that 5 stars. Guys, I kind of forgot to rate the other ones. Okay, so Tawas is 4 stars, and Rocket Fizz is 4 stars, and Copper Harbor is 5 stars. So yeah, let's get to our last spot to go in Michigan. There's so much more, but these are just my top 5. So let's get to number 5. So number 5, I recommend if you haven't really been to Michigan that often, and you can only go to this place so many times until it starts to get boring, and like just during a daily, like no special events or anything, like yeah, it just starts to get boring. But this is a good place to go, like first time kind of thing. So I would go to Frankenmuth, Michigan. I love Frankenmuth. We go there probably like twice a year at least, and there's lots of shops to visit, and I like going to like the cheese house because I love cheese. So yeah, there's a lot of cool shops to go to. I would definitely go to Frankenmuth during the Zender Snowfest though, because you can see all the ice sculptures and you can see all like the snow sculptures and stuff like that, and people vote for them, and then you can see which ones like won prizes or won ribbons, and people spend their time on this, and they make a lot of cool ones every year. So that's normally when we go. We go during the winter, and I think it's in January or February. I'm pretty sure it's in February though. And yeah, you can see all the sculptures too, but I would recommend going only in the winter. I mean, you can go other times too if it's like your first time, but I would give it a 4-star just because it does get a little boring after a while. So yeah, that's why we normally just go during the winter. But I don't know. I've lived in Michigan my entire life, and I've been going there my entire life basically. So it could just be me because I've been there so many times. So yeah, I might not be right. So you'll just have to see for yourself. Okay, well, that was my top 5 must-go spots in Michigan. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that if you live in Michigan or if you don't live in Michigan and you visit Michigan, you'll go to these spots, and hopefully you will like it as much as I do, or maybe even like it more. And if you already live in Michigan, yeah, hopefully you've gone to these places. If you haven't, then you'll just need to. I'm just telling you, you just need to, because it's just amazing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've ever gone to any of these places in Michigan and what you thought of them, because I'd love to hear what your opinions. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.